Welcome to Shark Cap Table Fast, the 1-minute deal maker that helps you keep your arms and legs. I'm going to demonstrate another way how you can keep your arms and legs, and that is to not invest in these telephone deals that I'm besieged with because I'm on everybody's stupid investor call list. So remember that Shark Cap Table Fast is actually a structuring tool where you are trying to make a deal and raise money at the right price, terms, and conditions. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to go up to this red section here, and we're going to show the help. Yeah, we're going to show the help, and we also have to actually have a telephone deal. Now, you'll see that there's a lot of red here, and we need that. So without further ado, let's go down and see what's going on down here. Okay, so telephone rings and you've been offered private shares in Whizbang Corporation, a consumer products company. Do you hang up or do you listen? Try asking for the selling brochure and then use Shark Cap Table Fast to analyze the deal for fairness, and that's what we're going to do right now. So the first thing you need to do is assemble the deal data. I've done that automatically for you. You can easily get this kind, the unit price shares and share offering price and total units in the offering, but you're going to have to dig a little bit for total valuation. They may not give you this number. They may say it is the pre-money value, and we'll have more to say about pre-money value in a minute. You have to get the pre-money shares outstanding, and especially the options, warrants, and really watch out for the convertibles. They don't like to tell you about this, but there's always substantial dilution sitting out there waiting to suck up the deal profits from your money. Now, what we want to do is we want to follow these 9 blue bullets. So the first thing we're going to do that is we're going to come down here and we are going to split the screen. And there we are. Now, let's put in $100,000 worth of skin in the game. Let's put the additional value as $1 million. There we go. Spin, spin, spin. And the number of founder shares would be the pre-money shares outstanding. So let's put in 3 million. And then this option pool is really the options, warrants, and convertibles. So put $1 million in there. Now, you can't quite make it $1 million. That's okay if it's approximated. We are using spin buttons with an incrementation, so it's impossible to get it just precisely right. Not to worry. Okay, so now we've seen some numbers here, so let's just spin those numbers in. And there we go, because they're asking for $400,000, which is the offering total, and of course we're reflecting that up here. They think they're going to cash out for $10 million in year 2, so let's put in year 2, and let's dial up $10 million over here. So we're spin, 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 and we're almost there. Here comes $10 million, voila. Now the last one is that we're going to adjust the pre-money value so that investor cost, down here, approximates share offering price of 40 cents. Well, where do we get that 40 cents? Right here. That's $10,000 unit, 25,000 shares in a unit, or 40 cents a share. So let's crank up here, and we will stop when we see 40 cents. Close enough. That's probably closer too. So we now have a deal. Let's take a look at the metrics. You, the investor, might get 5 times your money. You might get 123% internal rate of return. You're only going to own 20% of the deal. They're going to own about 80% of the deal. You will have put $400,000 in. They will have put $100,000 in, plus some additional value. Now, on the look of it, doesn't sound too bad. Of course, that's what they want you to think. But watch what happens to the internal rate of return when they get the usual delays. How about a 5-year delay? Now instead of 100%, you got 37%. Remember that investment multiple does not change through time. It stays the same. It's the internal rate of return that gives you a sense of what your return will be over time. Now, I can tell you that if they think you're going to get 10 million, they're really going to get something like 5 million, if any at all. Now let's see how great this deal is. We've increased the time and reduced the amount of the sale. Now you're only getting 2.5 times your money, having to wait 5 years and a 20% internal rate of return. It just isn't worth it. So now let's go down and ask the key hard questions. So here they are. Are you really going to see this exit value of $10 million? And what about the risks ahead? Haven't the founders and the option holders sucked too much out of the deal for hardly any capital? Look at this. These guys own 80% for $100,000 in cash and maybe $1 million in whatever. Isn't the pre-money value that drives share pricing way out of line with the founders' valuation? Well, in this case, it's not that bad, but still, it's a percentage, 30, 40, 50% bigger. You have to have that because that's the number that's the price per share that you have to get. That's the number of shares. And the last one, aren't you paying too much for too little? Well, you're putting in $400,000 for 20%. There just usually isn't any juice left in the deal for you when that happens. So, I'd like to read you a little disclaimer. It kind of sets up my attitude about these telephone deals. We are in everybody's stupid investor list just so we can see the bad deals. Hardly a day goes by without a call from the telephone guy hyping a fabulous business opportunity. We always get the documents, and we are not surprised that 9 times out of 10, these deals are terrible. The business proposition is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and not properly priced for the risks going forward. The greed factor is incredible. Overpriced, overpromoted, burdened by upfront fees and commissions, and where sometimes only 50% of the money raised actually goes into expanding the business. There's no way the investors will make out on these deals. All returns accrue to the promoters. Swim, swim, swim away and keep your arms and legs. Thanks very much.